All right.
I'm inside.
No, I'm reading you again. 6-7, 6-7. I'm paying your thing.
George, I'm also reading.
It's me. I'm the issue, but unfortunately, I am not fixed. But I am fixing for this match at the very least.
We will see if I am able to fix anything. But we'll just slap it in at a different place. Ready to start. Oh, sorry. Ready to start when you guys all are. Yep. Anything about the match to say, Palador, while we wait for the teams to put the ball in the middle?
Yeah, well, these two teams, even in my few casts so far this season, I've caught them quite a few times now across some of our, both VRML as well as the was the Z Drift Cup, the Halloween Cup we did before as well. But yeah, these two are the top of the region here in OCE. So I know it's a match that people were definitely looking forward to seeing.
Yep. Ball is just in the middle now. I will get my... Oh, you've got spectator in. Anyways, just waiting on the start of the match now. I'll try to flash over to the scoreboard whenever I can. The ball is up straight into Ark's hands, it seems like there. No, Rexy, sorry, he's going to make his ways back towards Pink, going for a quick goal. LFC Tree is going to save that, though, hitting it up into the roof, up to Ark again.
All right, 7-11 now for TTT. Has it stolen. Skits Mix has it stolen right back from 7-11. 7-11 down the middle and right back again. So volleyball across the court here between these two teams. Some nice co-op play between them, but now Roxy to Skits, unable to convert on that pass.
Yep, now Skit with the ball, making his pass over to Donut. There's no one up there, but Skitsmix is going to grab that, almost getting the tackle there from Ratson. It is going to be hit out of his hands, though. LFC Tree trying to get that ball, but Skit is going to get it, making his way up to Halo.
Now Skit to Ark, and Ark survival. Wow. They get the first score on the board here.
Yep. That is now 1-0. 3 minutes 54 seconds left on the clock. Shredder grabbing that ball. He's going to make his way up the right side, looking for his pass over to Ratson or 7-11. It's going to make the pass over to 7 with the quick pass up to LFC Tree, missing into Skit's hands.
And intercepted by 7-11 for TTT. So now on the approach, trying to tie up the score. Perhaps a pass to Ratson does not reach its mark. Skits Mix is right there, attempting to recover, and Arc as well. So they're able to get a handle on that one. Back for Ramen on the offense, maybe about to score their second goal. There's a cross and the finish. No, too far to the right. And right back to Ratson and Skit. The ball now controlled by Arc. Arc attempting to go through a few different defenders. A tough job of that, though.
Yeah. Ratson's going to grab that, though. Making his pass over to Mound for 7-11. 7 making his way around the defense, up back towards Halo with the quick pass over to Tree. Going to be intercepted by Arc with a long shot here. Ratson just grabbing his hands on that, though, making its way back up to Halo.
We have about 2.5 minutes still left in this match. The one score on the board currently favoring, let's see, Tree. And Skit getting mixed up there. As another move up the floor to maybe push up the points by another. The score by another. And oh, brother, some good defense there. Shredder high-fiving on the way in. So nice turnaround. Maybe into some offense on the other side as the piles form here near Bridge.
Skit just barely getting his hand on that, but he's going to get tackled. The ball making its way into Tree's hands, making it back over to Skit. Skit looking for his pass across up to Arc. It's a bit too low for him, though, making its way down into Claw. Arc trying to tap it back towards Rexy here, but 7 will get his hands on that in the end. But Skit's mix over there and goals, making sure it doesn't make it in.
Wow, Tree just dishing out the trunk there with a big tackle to take over control of that ball. Attempting, again, to get more control of that, but difficult time of it. 7-11 and co. Skits Mix trying to come through that big pile up as well with the ball. Only about a minute and a half left now remaining as Arc will take it way back to their side of the floor, attempting to back pass it perhaps and just let the offense form out, take the lanes as a deep pass toward the forward now to Skits. So some control there for a moment, although loss, as is often the case here in Orion Drift, hard to maintain the control on the ball for all too long, especially with these players flying as fast as they do, and the score as fast as they do, to the tune of, what, 2 now for Ramen in this last minute of play.
Yeah, that's making it 1 minute left. Only nothing on the board for TTT. Not a very good start for them. They've still got 2 more rounds at least to turn this around, though. So we'll see how they go as LFC Tree makes that clear down the right side.
With a high bounce towards Tree. Tree will turn around nicely. Might buy themselves opportunity. Oh, the pass, fake the shot, could not make the shot, but will take a rebound, and finally the goal found, but only 20 seconds remaining and down by 1. Might be too late in this first round for TTT, but we shall see.
Yeah, Skid's going to grab that, making his way up the left side, looking for his pass up to Rexy. Bit of time wasting. There's only 6 seconds left on the board, so he does not need to score. Long shot there is going to go into Skitsmix's hands. And they are going to get that last point, making it 3-1 with a score from Skitsmix in that last round. How do you feel about that round, Pally?
Well, Ramen looking good so far. 3 points there, the last one coming right at the last second, or rather an overtime of sorts, if you'd call it that. But yeah, just nicely done to control the ball a little bit more and get their offense going a little bit better, as well as denying the few attempts that TTT had at the goal. They didn't actually get onto the opposing side of the floor all too much, thanks to that defense.
Yeah. Interested to see how this second round gets. As for our last time casting this match, we did see that TTT started off a lot slower than you would expect, and then build up more of that momentum over the course of the second round. So we will see whether or not they can pull that off once again to secure a win and keep their winning streak going.
Yeah, TTT is sitting there with the 10 wins, 0 losses thus far. But not far behind, of course, Ramen Noodles with 12 wins and 1 loss. So still a very impressive record all the same. But yeah, right now, as you mentioned, that record, that spotless record for TTT, potentially at threat of changing in that loss column soon if they can't get it together in the second round. 7-11 corrals the ball.
Yeah, we are going to see TTT and Ramen Noodles facing off quite a lot over the rest of this season. Being the top 2 teams, TTT is actually Ramen Noodles' only defeat so far in this season. So it's very interesting if we're going to see a loss here for TTT now that they've all been playing a lot of Z-Drift, or if the loss of the loss of skill over the course of the 2 teams is equaled out, and they're going to be, this is going to be another equal game. Arc with the ball. And
well, so far that is true. 0-0 in this first minute of round 2. Well, we'll change right there. Call it the caster's curse, but not really. That was just more like a well-coordinated pass and shot there to start them off well for Ramen.
Yeah, Shredder's going to grab his way, make his way along the right side. He's looking to not let his team down with this pass over to Zoid. He's going to drop the ball, though. Arc tapping it just underneath the rebound grabber. Shredder looking for a shot there, but he's going to miss out a little bit high. Grabbing it, but Skit is going to pass it over to Arc in the corner.
You know, for TTT, they've had several of their shot attempts that have come through have been very close to that rim, very close to the goal, but there's just bounce a little high or a little wide, not really able to hit that mark despite the close proximity. And, you know, some of that, of course, could be due to just the defense playing so heavy in there. You want to try to avoid, sending it to center of mass and goalkeepers, but the problem is they're sending it a little too, again, high and wide, and they're just not able to crack through that big shield of blue defenders.
Yeah, Ark's going to make his way up the right side here, trying to make his way around that defense there, looking for a pass quickly over to Skit. Ratson is going to lightly tap that, trying to get that clear off. Oh, a miss there off the left side corner, getting the ball into Zoija's hands, making his way down the right side.
Well, we're at that 2:20 mark at the moment. Shredder brings it way back to their side of the floor, knowing that they need to spread that floor. They need to score. Right about now, get a little bit of momentum, because so far they've gone about 7 minutes of gameplay, and then some insane play from Skits Mix, able to deny a nice attempt at the goal from Shredder from above, and so they've gone now, for this win or this lossless team, as they get scored again there, they find themselves at 0 points. They only scored 1 in that last round, and we're already in the last 2 minutes of round 2. Very uncharacteristic play in that sense, and you know what? Ramen is taking full advantage here.
Yeah, but Shredder's making his way in now on an empty goal, making that 2-1. Trying to get his team back on the board there. He will be successful. We'll see over the rest of this round whether or not he'll be able to get one more point to tie them up for the second round.
Yeah, that was a very crucial goal there for sure, just to stop some of the bleeding and maybe build a little confidence. You can see them now once again turning the ball into their favor. Ratson on the approach, having to deal with Skitsmix. Zoid trying to help his teammate, but Skitsmix comes away with it. That's a potentially open goal, but no, Ratson able to deny that, get back just in time. Shredder coming away from low to high and eyeing to the sky 7-11, but could not reach the passing play there. 1 minute now remaining in round 2. Arc up the floor for Ramen Noodles, looking to maybe push it back up to 3-1 and do what they did last round, but a denial from TTT. Able to at least keep the ball alive a little more here, those Skits, as Ratson couldn't corral the ball, and Shredder now contesting Arc.
Ratson's almost going to get his hands on there, but there's a big fight, and it is going to go into 7-Eleven's hands. TTT coming out over on top, going for that pass across to Ratson. They seem to be building up a bit more of that teamwork as Shredder grabs that ball, but only just drops it. Arc going for the long shot, grabbed again by Zoid. Quick pass there to Shredder. He's going to go for the goal, making it 2-2. 15 seconds left, tying them up, and it is going to probably send them into an overtime here.
A huge credit to Ratson for the tackle on the goalkeeper, and just really well coordinated there, knowing what to do. At the moment, though, OT, could it be? No, sirree. It's Shredder sending it deep down now. Skits Mix taking it back in the mid. Skits looking to push up their lead on the series. And then Roxy here. Roxy sending it down below. No goal! Oh, so very close. It's Arc now fighting Ratson, 7-11. Everyone now fighting for the control of that ball in this OT.
Ratson with a quick save there. It's going to go into Skitsmix's hands. He's going to make his way in, looking for a solo. Arc with the grab. Shredder with the save. Beautiful backwards shot. Blocked by a beautiful goal. It's going to make its way into Arc's hands on the corner. He's going to juke around me, looking for his pass across to Rexy. Back onto Nest. Into Skit's hands. He's going to go for that goal and secure the win for the second round. 3-2. With another goal from Skit.
Wow, incredible job there from Ramen once again, coming out for blood here today against this team who, as you noted, handed in their only loss earlier in the season. That overtime was tense. It was intense. The defense was immense. Shredder had some incredible ones, but as is often the case and almost always the case, a good and persistent offense will eventually beat a great defense, and that was some great defense in OT, but they couldn't quite squeeze out that last save. And yeah, can you believe it? TTT here might be on their heels, about to have their first loss of the season if they cannot get some more scores on the board going this round. I think they need to really push the ball here and get that first goal, establish some sort of momentum. Otherwise, we could be looking at a repeat of rounds 1 and 2.
Yep, the ball is now going to go up. 7-Eleven and Skitsmix eyeing each other off there. Skits is going to pinch it over to 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven A lot of space here. It's going to go into Shredder's hands. He's got a lot of speed here. Going in, going for that top shot. LFC Tree with the assist, making it the first shot of the game. 1-0 TTT's way, finally getting that first goal off the chop.
And LFC, more like LFB, looking for a ball, both on the offense and defense. Unfortunately, he couldn't find it on the defense. Will squeeze by him there as the ball now goes to Shredder on QB duties. 1-1, but fast score is the important part here because the first 2 rounds, it took a lot for TTT to get their first scores into those last minutes of action or so. So that's good news for them. But yeah, for Ramen Noodles now, good news is they have the ball and they're on the approach.
But Zoij is going to deny that, putting it down left side. Skitsmix with the intercept though. LFC Tree looking up at him. 7-11 with the tackle, making it his way into Shredder's hands. He's going to go for the long shot. It's on the right path, but it's going to bounce a bit too high. Interception by LFC Tree there. He's going to take it back onto Mound, looking for his pass over to Shredder.
Shredder will go towards that skyway and down right towards that logo. Will he go for a goal? Oh no, Skit running interference. Although Zoid swoops on by, skips right around and into Skits' hands again. So turnover and to Ramen back on offense, tied up.
Yep. Skit is now looking at Rexy, kind of biding his time a little bit here. He knows that if he can get another goal, it will be possibly unlikely that that TTT will be able to make their way back up again. So he's going to bide his time a little bit here, looking for his pass across to Shredder there. Beautiful pass making its way into his hands. Quick pinch pass is going to go towards LFC Tree in the corner. It's not going to connect though. Skit getting his hands on it.
Skit hungry for another goal, has some options. Teammates now in the stride, right down the middle. Tree running interference on the defense, and somehow Skit will take it himself. Wow.
Now that's making it 2-1. 2 minutes 30 seconds left. We've got half of the match left for TTT to score 2 goals to secure this round and not lose 3-0. Shredder lost the ball there. It kind of looks like he thought he still had it. Long shot, gonna miss out the right side. Arc is going to tap it back in, making it 3-1. 2:16 left on the clock.
Oh, what a sturdy lead now that Ramen have built. TTT, they're looking maybe at that first loss soon. We're only 2 minutes in, and you got to hand it to Ramen. They've been doing an incredible job stifling on defense and rifling on offense. We see it again here as another defensive stand will prove worthy as Tree, though, skates around trying to keep the team alive, but now Rexy with the ball as well, denying it. Skit rebound again. It's still sticking on this side of the floor, but man, that time is winding down. 1:43 remaining, down by 2 points. They really needed a goal there to keep their hopes alive as 7-11 loses out to Skit, and maybe an open goal on the other end if they can act fast, but no. Tree with an important recovery, at least for a second there. Here we go. It's crunch time for sure, but Ramen is feeling confident.
Ooh, Skitsmix clearing it straight down there, not taking the chance of going for a pass in his side, as he knows that it is possible that LFC Tree is going to get a goal right now, making it 3-1. No, sorry, 3-2. TTT making their way a little bit higher up there. We will see what's going to go on over the rest of this round as Arc makes his way into the corner with the steal from LFC Tree.
Yeah, crucial defense there from Tree and Co. Able to cause that turnover. A gentle pass to 7-11. 7 has Shredder in stride. Oh, but caught it a little too far above, and the angle was too tight. Tree, though, the rebound. And, oh, the passing play interrupted by Rexy. A beautiful defensive stand as it goes way into the deep end. There's Skit. Skit with a turnaround, and no, could not complete it. Shredder with 30 seconds remaining. They are down by 1. TTT needs a score, or that is it for the game. A big approach by Shredder. Shredder skating in, trying to find a teammate that perhaps would get swiped. And 19 seconds remaining here. Time is winding down.
Ooh, that pass intercepted by Skitsmix may be the decider for this round and this match. Skitsmix up on Halo. I don't think that Ramen Noodles are the type to slam it down, but anything can happen. Ball making its way down, making it a 3-0 round loss for TTT. A win, though, for Ramen Noodles, beating out the crowd favorites. I think the votes were about 16-4, so that was a very big shock for the community right there. What do you think?
Well, I think anything could happen in VRML, as we've seen time and time again. Records are made to be broken, if nothing else, and Ramen just broke one, at least on the season, finally handing TTT that first loss in 11 tries there. 10-1 will be TT's records, and Ramen Noodles. Well, what can you say? Today they were the top ramen. Delicious. They are 13-1 now on the season with that win.
Yep, that might actually bring them up to first place in the season with that win. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out now that TTT may have been dethroned.
Yeah, that was just an incredible one there, and yeah, glad we can join for it. I mean, just craziness as always when it comes to OCE, and good to see these top teams doing their thing here late in the season. I'm sure, this is a team, as you mentioned earlier, they've already fought each other before, and they're going to meet each other, no doubt, again in postseason action. So this rivalry shall continue. That is a guarantee.
Everyone, thank you for coming along. I see that we do have 6 viewers in the chat right now. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. That was the cast. A win for Ramen Noodles. As I always say, thank you for watching. Keep on drifting. See you later.